And I think we're going live. I think we're live. How's everybody doing tonight? Little different view tonight, huh? We're gonna do a little restring on a Floyd Rose. We'll do that for the first couple of minutes. I know probably most of you guys have already done this, but I'm gonna show you my way. My poor BC needs a little bit of love. So it's time for some restringing. You guys ready? What's the first thing we do? Block the bridge. Hey Jasco. Hey Jags, Mozzie, Brian, Phil. Who else we got? Had R2 in here a few minutes ago. Dogpaw was hanging around. Terry was hanging around. So, actually, I will do that, Phil. So, but anyway, so this is just one of those like school erasers, right? Hey Dale, how you doing tonight, buddy? So, block the bridge. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, sporting the Firebird tonight. And then we'll crack the locking nuts. Boop, boop, boop. Set those off to the side. So all I'm doing, hey, it's Chicken Guitars. So all I did just a quick recap. We got a couple people just coming in. Yeah, cracking the locking nuts, not the nuts. Close up of Dave's nut. Yeah, right there. So what I do is I have just those kids rubber erasers, right? The small block rubber erasers that are about so long, and I just block the Floyd. So that way you can do this all at once and not have to worry about it. All that BS of one string at a time, screw that noise. And I just clip my strings right at the nut. Thanks, Chicken. Kaylin. Pluck these bad boys out. Boom, boom, boom. Boom and boom. Get all the little pigtails out. Yeah, doing one string at a time takes too freaking long. I should grab my other Allen wrenches. I'll tell you, These things right here, Harbor Freight, man. They've got the ball ends in them. Very inexpensive set of Allen wrenches. I said inexpensive, right? I hope, because they are not very expensive at all. So, again, all I'm doing is just cracking the nuts back here. Strings are off. Hey, Will. Hey, Brian. I don't know if I said hello before, but if I didn't, hey, man. I'm like Hack. I forget who all I've said hey to. So if I repeat your name. All right. That was quick and dirty, right? So little polish here. Oh, you're talking about my, yeah. Yeah. I'll just give her a quick little clean wipe down here. Find another side here. These are D'Addario 10s on this one. This is the only guitar other than acoustic that gets anything other than 9 to 46 or 9 to 42s. So this is just some orange oil for the fretboard. It's looking a little bit dry. So we'll polish that up a little bit, or give it a little bit of oil. Yeah, it looks a little better. Good enough. Flip my rag around. So one thing, you guys. Yeah, it's just this stuff here. General Finishes orange oil. It doesn't really have, I don't know. I got it at Woodcraft. They said it was good stuff, and so I take those guys' word. So one thing you need to do always when you restring a guitar, if it has nuts on the headstock holding the tuners in, just make sure they're tight. A lot of people don't do that. Just make sure those nuts are good and tight. And yes, I've already claimed all my player circle points on the Oh, here's another little trick. Where am I? There's camera. On your wound strings, if you're doing a Floyd, you can cut them. You can cut them up above where they're twisted. You can just cut the ball end off. I don't do that crap where you run the ball in through the peg head. No. Let me pull the camera back up so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. Rinse and repeat. And make sure your strings go. Hey Kubrick. You know, I'll be honest with you. I haven't played Ernie balls that much. Hey Brian. How you doing tonight, man? Thanks for coming by. You're working on yours too, huh? You've never seen anybody change strings on a Floyd? It's really not hard. Yeah. Let me do that real quick. Gonna make it a little weird for me, but we can do it. All right, so you see I have the erasers. That's just one of those school erasers that I've stuffed up under the bridge to hold it in place. So make sure your string goes all the way in the bottom. That's another thing too. And then tighten it up. You want to go pretty tight with these. You don't want to strip it out, but at the same time, you don't want your strings slipping out. Slippage is bad, guys and girls. Did I say hello to Janice? I thought I saw Janice pop in. If I didn't, I'm so very sorry, Janice. Okay. Yeah, Brian. Trim blocker is good. I just use an eraser. It's a lot cheaper. I can get like 4 of those in a pack for like $2. And they have other uses too. Right? I also use them as sanding blocks. Best sanding block in the world. Uh-oh. Gotta reset my bee. There we go. So the other thing is, you also want to make sure your string is centered in the saddle as it pulls across the saddle. And my bee was not. So I fixed that. It should stay in there now. Okay. Now let the stringing begin. I'll flip it back around so you guys can see. So, I mean, that's like nuts and bolts of it, right? So we'll flip it back around so you guys can see how I wrap my strings. We were kind of talking about that the other day. So there's no right or wrong. It's just how different people do it different ways, right? So here's the way I do it. First things first. Get all my holes in the right spot. So I like to turn them, the first ones I like to turn pretty much straight. The second ones are offside a little bit, and the third ones are offset a little bit. All right. No, not usually, Brian. You can. I mean, you know, whatever works. I've done that before, but I just rather I just like shoving the eraser. It's just quick and dirty, and then that way I don't have to crack the spring cavity or the cavity cover. All right. Pull through, and I pull tight, and I come back basically one enough to be able to throw a loop. Your string's always wrapped to the inside, and you can see this first loop, the wrap goes over on top of this, right? Then this gets bent up. And I'm doing this backwards, so and you see what happens as it pinches the string. We ain't caring too much about pitch right now. So and there's the other method. You're about 3 fingers on like the 5th fret. Ooh. Over, up. Sorry about that. Strings hit the microphone. Didn't quite have enough there. There we go. Oh, come on. Get. Stay. I usually do this from the other side, so it's I'm just going completely backwards from what I'm used to doing. Close enough. I'm not left-handed. Yeah. You can use the exact same technique for any guitar for restringing. I'm actually gonna switch off and do the E first. Now, invariably, I always do this wrong. But it worked out okay this time. Oh. With the exception of I did stupid. Oh man, not paying attention to what string I grabbed. Hopefully that won't cause too much of an issue. Yeah. So I tried to put the yeah, wrong hole. Wrong string, wrong hole. So I was like, I hope it doesn't cause problems now. Once the lock goes in, it shouldn't be too bad. All right. Last one. People make way too big of a deal of this. Oops. It just amazes me at how many people won't change their own strings anyway to begin with. Oh, I've got a cat. I've got a cat. She's just... I don't know where she's floating around here somewhere. No, she's out laying on the dog bed. Don't worry. Just so you know, that G was in perfect tune. Hey, Mitch. Okay. Fun part. One other thing you want to do, make sure your fine tuners are about halfway. And stretch the bejesus out of your strings, especially on a Floyd Rose. This is what takes the longest. Anytime, Mitch. Kubrick, these are Diodario 10s. Just the regular EXLs. Uh-oh. I think I just might have pulled my intonation out. Maybe in just a few minutes. Well, let's just go ahead and stretch these things out. Yeah, I think my E and my A, I just pulled my intonation out. And may have just done it on the D or G. Yep, I did pull the E and the A out. Or the 5th and 6th string. Oh, you guys get a good close look at my arms. So, normally I would, hey Hack, how's it going, man? So, normally I would do this in play-in position, but because we've got the camera all set up and everything, so we're gonna do this on the bench. So yeah, I'm way sharp. So if my intonation's way sharp, what happens? Yeah, I got it, Hack. Yeah, we'll have to swap out. But we'll do that in just a few minutes, if that's okay with you. So if our intonation is sharp, what do we have to do to our saddle? Saddle needs to go that way. Needs to go back. So that means, yes, it needs to be lengthened. Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm fishing in the wrong pond here, boys. I think it's a 2 millimeter. Nope, it's 2.5. Yep, 2.5. All right. So, numero uno. Yeah, metric system, yeah. Numero uno. Loosen your strings. This is the worst thing about a Floyd. I'll just go ahead and tell you. Come on. It's in. It's close. Oops. And it's back. So, Brian, once I have the block out, then I do E, yeah, B, A, D, G. Yeah, I tune outside to inside. With the block in there, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're not dealing with anything. It's not floating anymore. Hey, Daniel. So we're back in we're back in tune. We have new strings. And so another quick little tip. You can see these things are not flat, right? They have the little, they look like a little house, right? The houses always go, you always make the roof go parallel with the strings. And there you have it, guys. That's restringing a Floyd. Tighten your locking nuts down. Boom, boom. Pop the block out. Oop. Oh, I stretched them already. Here we go. Yeah, they've been on here quite a while, Kubrick. Quite a while. So, there's that. Tech tip of the night. How to restring a Floyd Rose. That's right, Dale. Yeah. There's our quick tech tip of the night. If you guys want to hang around, I'm gonna close this stream down. I'm gonna open up a new one, and I've got a special guest. All right. Yeah. Of course, I'm doing it in front of a camera, trying to explain as I go. So yeah, it takes a little longer, but yeah, 40 minutes. Thanks all. I'm gonna start up and I'm gonna readjust my camera, readjust my my microphone and everything, and I'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Okay. All right. I'll be right back, you guys.